Wait. Okay. Bang! You're not supposed to be talking back. If someone pulls out a gun and goes bang! Not quite. Really, Karen?
Get your ass out of my dryer right now. Get out of my dryer.
Guess who's about to go in the dryer? You
better not go to sleep. As soon as your eyes shut, I'm gonna punch you square in the face. I hope you stay still when you sleep, because I'm putting a rat. What is that?
Còn người nữa đâu mà khóc với sầu. Còn người nữa đâu mà sầu với khóc. Thôi hết rồi, thôi hết rồi. Những cô máy hút sữa 21 ngày tuổi.
Bark at your dog to see their reaction.
I feel like if you have 3 animals, you always have the troublemaker, the asshole, and the perfect one.
Continue to give your dog treats even if there is no more, to see their reaction.
Coda. Sit down, please. Sit down. Are you a good boy? Hey.
If you don't like me, that's fine. But, you know, watch your mouth.
So just so you know, I have decided that you're not allowed to die, ever, because I couldn't handle it. Okay, cool?
Are you getting involved, Lola? Was it you as well? You made a mess as well? Are you proud of yourselves? Yeah, are you showing off the mess?
You know how Wolfie didn't want to walk yesterday? Now look at her go. Run, Wolfie, run! Yes! We're running, Wolfie!
What did I tell you about sharing? Share. No, you share. You share. Bazakine. You share. Share.
Eye-opening.
For now, only people who got the Johnson & Johnson one shot are eligible for a booster, regardless of age. But in recent days, health officials signaling all vaccinated Americans can expect a green light for booster shots soon.
It will be very likely that everyone will be able to get a booster within a reasonable period of time.
All right, so let's get to Stephanie Ronald's back with us again tonight. Stephanie, there is some reporting tonight that this decision, that this time Pfizer boosters for millions more, of course 18 and older now is what they're asking for, could actually come more.
Today I wanted to show you how we do our bulldog facials, and we do this once or twice a day depending on how high maintenance that dog is. So after wetting her face lightly, I use the Johnson's Baby Wash and Shampoo. I'll use 1 pump for her head and cheeks, not a lot, and really make sure I focus on getting that center crease on her forehead. Devin drools a lot, so I'm going to use a big fat pump for her chin, and right under her lips there's 2 folds where she tends to collect a lot of saliva, and it gets really stinky, so make sure I get those really good. Next I'm going to move on to the fold above her nose. So I'll use 1 or 2 pumps depending on how dirty she is that day. Just get your thumbs in there and scrub it lightly. It's not a lot of pressure. Then I'll use 1 pump on the crease of each eye, low, away from the eye, to make sure we don't need any soap in her eye. And then in part 2, I'll show you how we rinse her. Welcome back to part 2 of Bulldog Facials. I'd like to mention that if you keep your dog facing straight onto you, it goes a lot smoother, because if they're even a little bit sideways, they'll keep wanting to straighten out, and it'll feel like they're fighting you. So I start by rinsing the top of her head, just directing the water away from her face. Get that crease really well. Rinse out the side creases by the eye, rinse out the cheeks, and in a minute I will do the main fold above her nose. So for that, she knows head up is the command. She keeps her head slightly elevated, and that helps keep the water rinsing down and away from her without going into her nose too much. Head up. So this is where she goes head up, and we rinse out that main fold. Welcome back to Bulldog Facials, part 3 of 3. So I'm going to finish rinsing her chin and making sure I get those folds underneath her lips. And then the next thing I'm going to do is clean her nose. As you guys know, their saliva is very thick and slimy, and it can get built up along with food and dirt in their nose, and it'll get opened up and get crusty. So with just a little bit of water, very lightly, just rubbing against the surface of her nose until I don't feel any more slime. If your dog's nose is very crusty, you might want to do this several times a day for several days until you can dissolve out all of that dirt and saliva, and it'll get cleaned up really nicely. So I'm going to dry her off with a towel, and then when I'm done, I'm going to get some really soft